Hey everybody, I just woke up. It's 7:33 on Monday, August 24th, and today is my first day of class. I have my first graduate course later tonight, and I thought I would wake up early so that I could use my motivation to run. I have the most motivation on Mondays, so if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen today. And I am excited to share my first day of classes with you and take you on my journey. And to start off the day, I wanted to show you the view from my apartment. It's so pretty. So I just showered and made breakfast, 2 chocolate chip Eggo waffles with cookie butter. And if you haven't tried the cookie butter from Trader Joe's, stop everything you're doing and go try it because it's amazing. I have my laptop right here because I need to be going through my emails and figuring out what I'm expected to do today for my classes. My first class is at 6 p.m. And also, if you don't know who I am, I'm Liz, and today I start my graduate program. I'm pursuing a PhD in computer science, and my undergrad, I had a double major in computer science and mathematics, and I actually have a video on that if you want to check it out. But yeah, today, I don't know if I'm gonna get ready right away. It's 9 a.m. and my first class is at 6 p.m. So I have time, and I can be productive in other ways, doing some chores and getting everything set up for the rest of the week. So that's what I'm gonna do. But first, I'm gonna finish my breakfast. So yeah. So for the past few hours, I've been doing some chores around my apartment, trying to make it look nice, and I've also been preparing for classes by getting my notebooks arranged and making sure I have each syllabus for each class. And now I'm going to do my makeup to get ready for my first class, which starts at 6 p.m. So let's get into it. First, foundation and concealer. So now I can jump into the eye makeup, and today I wanted to treat myself and use my Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette. Here's what it looks like. I'm still gonna do a neutral look because this is kind of going to be done quickly so that I can be a little bit more on time for my class and hopefully have time to eat dinner before my class. And T-minus an hour. So we're gonna be quick right now. And I am excited because tonight's class is my entrepreneurship and commercialization of technology class. So that one is the one which will help me come up with a really good idea in the tech world, something that will solve a problem, kind of like if you watch the show Shark Tank, which I am obsessed with. The products that do well are the products that solve a problem that lots of people face, so then it makes the product something that a lot of people would want. And unfortunately, I can't use, if I come up with a really, really good idea, I probably shouldn't use it for this class because then it would be technically property of the school. I learned about that because we had to take some courses to prepare for school, and we took a course on like plagiarism, a course on, you know, academic honesty and integrity. And if you create something using the university resources, then unfortunately that kind of belongs to the university. So this class will help me dip my toes into the entrepreneurship world and see what other, not only tech ideas that I come up with, but other people in the class, what they come up with, which I'm excited to see. But hopefully I'll start this semester off and come up with some good ideas, but then later on my own, I can come up with really, really good ideas that I can own completely without having to give up any equity to the university. And tonight's class is my longest class. My class is almost 3 hours long, but it's once a week, so that's, you know, I guess that kind of makes it like even out a little bit. Now I'm going in with a darker brown color, and I'm going to put that close to my lashes, and then I'm going to flick it up so that it's kind of like a soft wing shape. This is the easiest way for me to do eyeliner. And if you guys struggle with eyeliner, you're not alone, because I do, and that's why I rarely do eyeliner in videos. Plus, I also don't know if it's the most flattering on my eye shape, but you know, gotta test things out and see what works best. I also am taking a cybersecurity course, and that meets on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. So that's kind of like a later start. And then I have an intro to bioinformatics class, which I am excited about because we will be able to learn about how to analyze data, especially related to biology and genes and DNA. So with the different biomedical applications, you could go into studying which genes could lead to major depressive disorder, or you could study different brain regions which lead to other types of mood disorders or personality disorders. So I find that really interesting, and it's definitely a growing field. So I'm excited to dip my toes into that. And now I'm going to add more of a shimmery, exciting color to the center of the lid. Oh yeah. We like her. She is pretty. And also, because some of my eyeliner toward the inner part of the eye, it wasn't as precise, but when we put this shimmery shade on top, it kind of lets you get away with that. Kind of hides the mistakes, which I like. So, and this color just looks really, really gorgeous, honestly. I'm gonna touch up that eyeliner a little bit. And I'm going to blend everything out, mostly above the crease, because I like how it looks. I like how the precise eyeshadow looks near the lash line. So just focusing this above the eyelid, like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some colors to the lower lash line. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing? Are you guys starting school, or you're not in school, maybe you're working? I know things are kind of crazy still. And originally the class that I have tonight was going to be in person, but even before the first class, that got changed. So I'm sure a lot of schools that are trying out the in-person might eventually end up changing to completely online. So that's kind of, it's hard to have that inconsistency, especially if you're living on campus, and the point of being on campus is to have access to professors, but then if everything's online, then you don't have access to that stuff. So it can definitely be challenging. Thankfully, some of my professors they have the ability to be on campus and use the resources there, which I think helps them a lot. And they kind of have been learning from each other how to do Zoom and how to do other online things like Blackboard and grading and adjusting the syllabus for extreme circumstances. So it's good that they're communicating and working together. Okay, so that's looking more smoky, and I'm gonna just blend it out with like a pencil brush, going like this, like this. Now I'm going to highlight my inner corners and under the brow. Putting this on the inner corner of the eye is the ultimate cheat for looking more awake. So I love this. Sometimes my eyes just look so dead without doing this. If you watched the beginning of the video when I woke up, I looked dead. And now I'm gonna blend a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So we can keep things looking seamless, smooth, silky, buttery, soft on the eyes. I am going to put on some mascara real quick. So now I can do some bronzer and blush. So for those of you that are new, last Tuesday I did a series called Tech Touch-Up Tuesday, where I talked about new technological innovations while I did my makeup. And since my first day of school came on a Monday and I wanted to get this first day of school vlog out, this is what's coming on this Tuesday. But next Tuesday's video will be another Tech Touch-Up Tuesday, where I will go through some new tech things that I find interesting and do my makeup at the same time. I love that some of you guys are, you know, curious about what kind of things are being invented and different research which is actually helping the environment and helping the planet. So I talked about 3D printed coral reefs, which were helping keep coral reefs alive, and I also talk about a high school student who worked on a project which could help predict crop harvest so that less people would go hungry. And that girl who came up with that idea just graduated high school and she's now at Harvard. She won $250,000 for her work. $250,000. So it just goes to show you that if you come up with a good idea, it will be rewarded. Do a little bit on the side of the nose, just a little bit there, little. I don't really think it even makes a difference on camera, but sometimes it makes a difference in person, you never know. And now for blush. I use the same bronzer and blush from ColourPop because I'm more about changing up eyeshadow. So eyeshadow is like, I get so excited and I own way too much eyeshadow, but I don't own very many blushes or bronzers or highlight. I rarely use highlight on my cheekbones only because where I've been living, it's really hot. And so I don't want to look too extra sweaty, but I don't put on highlighter because I'm also not that good at it. And so I need to get better. And you only get better by trying. So maybe I could start by trying. That would be a good step. Yes. Ooh, and that might have been a little bit much. A little bit much to put the blush on the nose, but we're in it. Here we are, folks. We're in it. We're deep. We're in deep, okay? In deep trouble. There we go. So the last thing that I want to do is lip gloss, and I think I have one. Yeah, this will work. This is fine. It's not super colorful, but it'll do, right? Heh, heh. That's right. Okay. So here's my finished first day of school makeup. That's right. I think SpongeBob would approve. And with that, I'm going to take a first day of school photo and send it to my mom, and then I'm gonna get ready for my first class. So now I'm ready for my very first class of graduate school. I'm very excited, and I will give you an update after it's done. just finished my first class. It is now 9:31 p.m. The sun has set and it is dark outside. I don't know if you can even see, but I had a really good first class. The professor seems really enthusiastic and like he has a very strong background in entrepreneurship, and so I got to meet a few other people in the class, and quite a few people participated and talked. We all did introductions, which was really nice. So I like that the professor thought that was important, that we all said where we were from and what we were studying and what we were hoping to learn from the class. And now I am going to take my temperature. I have to take my temperature every morning and every evening so that I'm allowed, if I need to go on campus to do some research. And then I am going to type up some of the notes that I was taking in class and start on an assignment. So with that, I'm gonna station this nice camera here and we'll probably just do a time lapse of whatever work I'm doing. So the camera's set up and I have my notebook and my laptop, and I am going to type up some notes from class and work on the first assignment. And while I'm doing that, please enjoy this soundtrack. So I finished typing up my notes. I replaced the battery in my camera because it died on me, and I am pretty much finished with my first assignment. So I am feeling pretty good. Today was a very productive day for me, and I am probably just going to eat some food and then head to bed. Thank you so much for joining me on my first day of graduate school. I have been watching some other people's first day of school videos, and it's really interesting to see what kind of experiences people are having going virtual or going in person but wearing masks everywhere. And I am about to take my temperature because I'm required to take my temperature every morning and evening so that I'm all cleared in case I need to go on campus. So officially all my classes are online, but for research purposes and having access to different computers, I have the option to go on campus. So I am following the policies to make sure that I'm all cleared to do that. And on Thursday, I will be posting a video on reasons why you should apply to graduate school. So if you're curious about what life looks like after college, I wanted to get that video out because a lot of graduate school applications happen in the fall. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my first day of school. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see you very soon. So I think the last thing I want to do is, what?